Alright, so how y'all doing boys? Hope you're doing well now in today's video. Once again continuing on with the theme of the brand new Ragnarok BANS showcases, and here's a unit that is actually probably the only backline unit that can support characters with the cleave effect, and with that, I mean there are only very few characters with the cleave effect, the main two of them being Cusack and the Festicution Zeldris. Other than that, we do also have this SARIEL here, who's the only character with an AoE cleave effect, unless you are counting Trader Meliodas' ultimate, but I'm pretty much taking this as the perfect opportunity to showcase him again. Haven't used him in ages and rarely use him as an association as well. I just prefer the red SARIEL as an association for his grace. But other than that, we also haven't done a video with this brand new costume here, the Hawkshot bun, so might as well get the 2-in-1. If you guys don't know what this SARIEL does, the first card here, inflicts cleave damage which does not activate crit damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies. Second card, increases damage dealt by 60% and assumes a stance for 2 turns, which taunts enemies, reduces incoming damage by 60%, then inflicts damage equal to 450% of attack when taking damage. Ultimate, which we have 5/6, inflicts quell damage equal to 420% of attack on all enemies. His grace decreases all enemies' crit chance by 3% and crit damage by 8% for 2 turns whenever the hero uses a skill, limit up to 5 times. And last but not least, the passive increases the 4 Archangels allies' crit damage by 8% for each battlefield buff, limit up to 5 times. So a character that works really well alongside the Margaret. Obviously, having multiple of the 4 Archangels characters is how you kind of want to build the team. When it comes to his gear, we are rocking the attack crit set just because, you know, I like big numbers and it's pretty much the set we have for our red SARIEL, and then these are his cosmetics. But I was definitely wanting to use like a full Archangel team, so I was tossing up whether I'd use the new Margaret or the old, should I say the new Ladurciel or the old Ladurciel, and I can't get enough of this unit, so pretty much doing yesterday's showcase, but with the SARIEL. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go, first opponent, and only reason I really use this team over like your typical SARIEL, Margaret, Tarmiel kind of team is having access to the Gotha, obviously giving you rank up. SARIEL is one of very few characters that actually gets the level 2 counter, or like the 2-turn counter from having the level 2, as you can see there, which is honestly such a big thing for me. I don't really like having to just throw up a counter card every turn, and wow, would you look at that, doing oh so well. Like actually having a backline support for this character is so nice. Unless, I mean, you could potentially use Festicution Zeldris just because you are getting debuffs from him actually using cards, but then again, it's not very efficient. You're definitely better off going ahead and using the barn. And look at that damage, especially on the Christmas Awakened Lilia there. He did way too much damage. Gonna do quite a bit to Geo as well there, yeah. I'm just surprised at how big the damage difference was for him attacking Lilia. Maybe he's using the attack set for her, but I mean, don't get me wrong, the card draw wasn't great in this next turn, but with how much damage we did from the cleave card alone, we're gonna be able to easily finish everyone off here. I feel like this should be a pretty common theme with this team as well. As long as they don't come up against any barn teams, we should do just fine. And I really would like to see more characters be given this cleave effect, because don't get me wrong, I am a character that really likes, you know, the big Unga Bunga crit, crazy amount of damage, and you know, it isn't the most consistent thing in the world. It was actually one of you guys that brought up in the comment sections of one of my previous videos. You were talking about whether or not whether you guys preferred Cusack or Escanor, and I mean, it is definitely, I didn't think honestly it'd go the way it did, but so many of you guys actually ended up saying you preferred Cusack, and that's entirely just due to the consistency of his attacks over Escanor's. Escanor, especially with how characters are going and the constant buff of character substats, you know, he's not going to be able to crit anymore. It's already gotten to a point where it can be pretty hard for him to crit against certain units and, you know, certain teams. He can definitely struggle. Don't get me wrong, he's still an amazing backline unit if you're just looking for CC, but other than that, like, in the front he can definitely struggle. He's really good for CC, especially since he has the Holy Relic to help him out so much. But yeah, the big card's super good. Honestly, I don't think I saw anyone in the comment section actually choose Escanor, which I was so surprised. I thought everyone would just go ahead and Escanor. The death effect in PvE is just so powerful, and pretty much everyone has Escanor built as well. But honestly, super surprised that you guys pretty much all of you guys picked Cusack. That's gonna be a nice counter there. We've got a couple level 3 of the actual attack cards off, hoping in one of these next matches we can end up getting the level 3 counter instead. And what do we have here? Honestly, I have used this team on the channel before, and I'm a super big fan of it. Don't get me wrong, the True Seeker Melon is very toxic, and spoke the level 3 counter into existence, that's for sure. Let's go for this one here. Really hoping, actually having this up as well is going to be really good because he actually has no way of removing it, but very, very strong team. The amount of damage you get from Elios, you guys have seen it a million times before, especially when you start putting him in stuff that isn't the Demonic Beast battle and he doesn't have that damage cap. The numbers he can hit is actually insane, and with all of his damage combined with the utility of the Jack of Light Gotha or the Hijack Gotha and True Seeker Melon, you get the attack disable from it so easily. You don't even have to actually hit your enemy. You just have to use 2 cards, and then the ult control from Gotha, not only from the Polarize effect, but from the Jack of Light card is crazy. Not actually attacking into us, which is definitely the right play to go for. Can we get rid of Meliodas? I'm kind of doubting it. Why not? We'll go full send, see what we can do. I really would have liked another Sariel card there so we could have got the ultimate. I could have gone ahead and just moved a card, but I'm kind of putting a lot of faith in Ludociel that he can kill with these single target cards. Just shy, yeah. Ludociel is another character as well that has terrible crit chance, but his crit damage is actually a fairly high multiplier. Back in the day, back when he released, he used to actually be able to get crits, and we got a forfeit. In saying that, there wasn't an awful lot he could do, and getting the rematch, is he gonna do the thing where he instantly forfeits? Surely not, right? We'll go for the same play. Granted, we didn't get the extra counter this time around, so definitely stands a little bit more of a chance. Maybe he'll try and see if he can go for a different play and actually attack us or something like that. Cleave card's still doing really nice damage. I would have liked Barn to have had a little bit better of a Holy Relic, but maybe they didn't know they were going to make this this Ragnarok Barn. And yes, once again, same situation as Escanor. The Holy Relic isn't the greatest, but the CC is just too good to miss out on. But eventually, when all the characters have the Holy Relics, like, they're just going to be stuck there with a terrible Holy Relic. We'll just have to see how it works. I'm definitely excited to see a lot more characters get their Holy Relics. Killing the True Seeker Melon there is going to help out so much. Any forfeits again, it's just a bad matchup. And let's see it, final opponent. This is also a team that I really, really like. The whole King Elaine thing is really, really fun. Also, our card draw has been so insanely good throughout this entire video. But the King Elaine thing is very nice, and using them alongside our boy Ludociel with the barn in the back could potentially be tomorrow's video. I really, really, really wish I actually had the Ludociel Holy Relic. Don't get me wrong, every single match in this video, we have managed to out-CC all of our opponents. Oh my god, the card draw in this match. Give us another Sariel. What can I say? It's some videos, it just ends up being so bad, and it's most of the time it's barn showcases. I feel like there's no way this game doesn't actually have like higher card pull rates for certain characters. There's no way you can tell me Kyo doesn't have the same chance to pull cards as Barn. I can have hands littered with Kyo AoEs and no Barn gift cards for like 3 turns as well. There's not much you can do here either. Let's do just one more match, but all I was trying to say is the Ludociel Holy Relic would be really nice, but we haven't like lost anything in this video from it. Like, he's still gotten all the use that he would get if he were to have had it. But there we go, that just about does it for today's video. Really, really enjoyed this one. I really need to use, or at least try and use, the green Sariel a little bit more. It's a little hard when we've just had units released that don't really work as well with him. In saying that, there have been a couple missed opportunities where I definitely could have used him as an association and at least had the grace effect. I know it's not the same as using the character, but it's the next best thing. But hey, that just about does it for today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.